Now back to Golf Talk Live.
Well, folks, it's Product of the Month time, and in this special Golf Talk Live show that is concentrating on the kickoff of holiday shopping season, we've got the greatest holiday gift idea for you for the golfer or even the non-golfer. We're talking about Nexbelt, the belt with no holes, and we've got the founder, Eddie Rowland, with us. Eddie, welcome back to Golf Talk Live.
Thanks, Tony. Great to be here with you.
Great to be talking to you, too. I'm used to talking to you in your great-looking booth at the PGA Merchandise Show. That won't be happening this year. We're still figuring out how this virtual PGA show is going to take place, but that hasn't stopped you guys. Nexbelt is on a roll, and congratulations. You guys are doing great, and you keep coming out with new styles.
That's the key, I think, to our success, is to continue to just innovate and bring new products every year, year after year.
Well, the belt with no holes, folks, a ratchet-type belt. There is no better-looking belt. And you know the amazing thing, Eddie, whether it's for a golfer or, as I said, even a non-golfer, you have styles of belt that go from the most elegant down to the most everyday belts.
Yeah, the goal for us is really we know that every person in the world more or less has to wear a belt. And if they don't have to, they should, or they want to. So our goal is to try and put a belt on every person in the world, and whether it be a golfer or non-golfer or a worker or no matter what you do, I think most people wear belts. And so we have a belt that fits just about anybody.
Well, it certainly does fit just about anybody because you customize it to your own size. You don't have to buy a size of a belt. You can trim it to your size. And then with the ratchets, they stay new looking for years and years because they don't put belt holes in there and they don't wear apart and break. It's really a great belt. Tell us about some of the biggest selling styles that you have.
Well, some of the newest innovation that we have for this year, for 2020, was the braided series and the basket weave series are two that we having a hard time keeping them on the shelf or in stock. And the basket weave series is a leather belt that's expandable, so it went from very comfortable to even more comfortable because it's a ratcheting system, like you said, but it also has a stretch feature to it, and that is the basket weave series. And then we have the kind of the nylon braided series that have some multiple colors and whatnot that you see a lot of guys wearing on tour, and they're just a great everyday belt. They're a little lighter than a leather belt, and they're just super comfortable. So those are two belts that have done really well. We also have the suede series that kind of makes it, it's a really classy look. And
really is, yeah.
Wear with a suit or whatnot.
And then, for the real dress-up occasions, you even have some leather belts and things like that just look so sharp.
Yeah, we have a new crocodile belt that's actually 1.5 inches wide.
Wow.
Done really well as well, and that's a really classy dress-up belt.
Yeah. And then on the utility side, there's one that is for those who like to carry their protection with them, and that's quite a line you have there, too.
Yeah, the EDC, Everyday Carry Belts, it's becoming quite popular, and we have an EDC carry belt for everybody as well, as far as leather, nylon, and those are very different from our regular golf belts or dress belts, by the way. They have a different clasp, they have a different, the way they mount onto the belt is much different. They have set screws. They're a much more rigid belt. They have a liner inside that keeps them very rigid.
Well, that pretty much covers the gamut of all the belts, and I see them in the pro shops and on the golfers, but especially I'm seeing them more and more on the players on the professional golf tours. The first two to come to mind, Jim Furyk, Kevin Na. Let's bring in a guy who knows all about those people. Barrett Martins is the global golf manager for Nexbelt. Barrett, welcome to Golf Talk Live, and tell us a little bit of what it's like working with the best pro golfers in the world, dressing them up, making them look a little better on the course.
For sure, and good to talk to you again, Tony. It's a pleasure to be back on and talking with you again. But yeah, we've got a major stronghold on every tour imaginable now. Predominantly, obviously, the tour that everybody talks about is the PGA Tour. And as you mentioned, Kevin Na and Jim Furyk are kind of our headliners, and we've got many, many more. We've probably got over 40 players on the PGA Tour that wear and enjoy our belts just like every other golfer does. They wear them because they love them. They pretty much have gone away from their traditional belt and gone with the Nexbelt because of how much better it fits, how well it looks, and the way that it can be trusted on tour, that they need to use that trust to play every round and feel confident with what they're wearing. And, recently we've been able to expand to the other tours as well. We just had 3 players on the Champions Tour this week that finished in the top 10 that were wearing our belts. And
wow.
Fortunately, the golfer that finished second in the playoff is a great guy, and he loves Nexbelt, but he unfortunately didn't get the win, but was happy to have the support out there. We've got golfers on the LPGA Tour, the Korn Ferry Tour, and many of the tours down below the main tours that wear a belt. And like I said, they just everybody that wears the belts, I can't say enough good things about them. Everybody that wears them, they don't ever go back. It's great to have a partnership with so many players on a professional level that swear by our belts.
Yeah, well, you said the magic word, LPGA Tour. A lot of people don't realize Nexbelt makes belts for women, too. You can see the entire line on your website, Barrett. The website is?
Nexbelt.com.
There you go, Nexbelt.com. The belt with no holes, the only belt that yours truly from Golf Talk Live wears. Barrett, thanks for being with us. And Eddie Rowland, thank you for being with us. That's our product of the month this month on Golf Talk Live.
And we are back at Black Cat Cigars. Excellent product of the month, Nexbelt. I love the product. And in fact, you have an opportunity if you hop over to Golf Talk Live on Instagram. We are currently running a contest to win your own Nexbelt.